I turn the camera around here. Nobody wants to see my ugly mug. Here we go. I guess I'm narrating this game to no one. I got no viewers on stream this morning, but that's alright. Maybe somebody will watch the replay. Alright, Zach with the face-off hands it up to Will Saunders. Schneider's box up side. Zach sends it down pretty deep. Joey chases it down. He gets there about the same time as the defense. He takes control of it. It bounces around off the boards though, and end up chasing it down deep. Luke's in goal. He deflects it into the corner. Saunders, they take first shot, and it's in, off Luke's shoulder, into the net. Not a good start. 0-1, 14:23 left in the first. That's Luke's got to fit down right now. He got his body there, but bounced off his shoulder into the net. Kieran, so the face-off, hands it to Jack, hands it to Greg. Greg sends it across to Brody. Brody passes it off to Kieran. Kieran sends it onto the boards. Chases it down, back behind the net. Kieran brings it out from behind the net. Brody's got it. There are two of them fighting with some defense. Kieran sends it around, or somebody sends it around across. Saints pick it up. They're going to skate it down. Greg Noda boxes him into the corner. Kyle's on there. Goes back to Greg. Sends it around the boards where Jack is waiting. Ends up coming back around. That's Kyle. Kyle loses an edge. Gets to Brody. Brody hits into the boards. They send it down deep. Luke with a little pad deflection, and ref blows the whistle because gives Kyle a chance to get off the ice. Brody's helping him, skating with him to the bench. It's going to be Caden for the face-off. Caden wins the face-off, hands it to Landon. Saints get there. Maddie takes it behind the net, sends it around to Charlie. Charlie tries to send it to Landon, but the defense is there. Or offense, I suppose. Maddie sends it around to Gavry. It's Maddie in the corner. Boards. Saints get it in front of the net. Luke deflects it. Does a nice pad save there. They can't get it over his large pads. Charlie picks it out of the air and gets it out of the zone. Saints have it in the neutral zone. They're going to send it down deep into the corner where Charlie's going to chase after it. He's got a little bit of time. He sends it back around the board to where Landon's waiting, but so is the Saints player. Maddie hands it back to behind the net. Where Maddie gets it, Gaffrey's going to take for him, sends it over to Charlie. Charlie tries to send it across. We missed the pass, but it comes well out of the zone. Maddie's going to... penalty on Caden for interference. I guess I didn't see that one. I'm looking in the wrong place. Alright. Penalty kill, Zach with the face-off. Zach kicks it back to Mason. Mason sends it across to Connor. Connor's going to tap it down towards the zone. Nobody touches it. He just goes and gets it himself. Connor in the corner. Gets kind of double teamed. Saints cover it. Zach's going to put pressure on the whole way. Ultimately, we'll see what happens here. Mason and Zach in the corner. Mason ends up with it behind the net. 2-on-1. Nobody's there helping yet. Nobody's waiting for it to come out. Coming out, Will Saunders gets it. He sticks it. Tries to get towards Connor. Doesn't work. Saints take it around the boards to the other side. Zach's going to go in. Mason there, putting some pressure on. 12 seconds left in the penalty. Saunders sends it around. Saints have it close to the point. Zach's putting some pressure on him back there. They send it right out to the point. Zach's still putting pressure. They got two guys. You know, Zach's doing his best going back and forth. They take shots off Luke's pads. Connor backhands it out of the zone where Saints will have to chase it down. Joey Greenland putting some pressure on in the neutral zone. Saints sends it across. We got a line change mostly done, at least the offense. Joey's going to try and chase after it. Will goes back to Will. Saints are still tiring our guys out. Jack to Mason. Mason sends it down deep. Joey chases after it. 16 seconds left on Caden's penalty. He's getting ready to come out. I'll get the door, Caden. Just go. Caden's out of the box. Saints have it. They're going to come on offense, coming across the red line. Sends it down around the board. Greg Noda sends it back, where Kieran Richardson tries to get a stick on it. Greg sends it to the point. Doesn't quite get out. Jack gets a hand on it, and it goes down deep, where Kieran's going to chase it. Wraps around, tries to do that high angle shot, and the Saints goalie blocks the shot, covers it. Oh, was that a goal? I'm sorry, I didn't see that. Looked like the Saints goalie had it. Yep. So there's yep. Now for a second, I guess kids were heading to the bench, and I thought like maybe they're coming back to the center, but no, that was Kieran lines with a face-off. Kieran gets it over to Joey. Joey, I can't see what's happening. It's on. They're battling along the boards there. Looks like Joey and Kieran. Puck squirts out towards the net. Goalie traps it. Coach is calling Kieran back to the bench. He's going to send out Gavry, Connor, and Landon. Gavry with a face-off. Landon's in the corner. He's fighting for it. Puck comes out. Saints send it across. Kyle and Greg on defense. Gavry goes in to help along the boards. Saints are going to take it. They pass it up to the blue line. Long shot, wide of the net. Greg and Kyle. Luke stops 2, 3. Gavry manages to hit it out to the neutral zone. Saints dump it back in. That should be offsides if they touch it, I think. I guess maybe not. They didn't have control of it. So, all right, we managed to get it up to Will Schneider, who's out of in the neutral zone. Will gets past the red line and dumps it down deep, where he's going to go chase after it. Boards in the corner. Saints come out of it. We've got who's that? Zach fighting for it. It's going to be a penalty on Zach for hooking. Joey Greenland lines up for the face-off. Looked like he won it for second, but the Saints just out-accelerated. They try to get a shot off. Skates right in front of the net. Luke blocks. They send it right in the net again. Luke can't reposition fast enough, but the guy misses it. They take a long shot. Luke deflects it back behind the net. Gets sent around the boards. Official standing in my way. They take a shot. It's off of Joey. Deflects into the corner. Maddie and Joey fighting for it. Joey gets it off towards the boards. Gets dumped into the corner. They try to center it. Maddie's skate blocks it. Ends up being back behind the net. Saints passing around. They do a high angle shot, and it's in the back of the net. That'll make it a 2-0 game. 7 minutes, 29 seconds left in the first. score here.
21 and 23.
Kieran with face-off. Saints come up with it after a little bit of a scramble. They send it down wide of the net. Wait, what just happened? They just scored. It was a long shot that Luke should have saved. It must have bounced off his pads in the net. It looked like it was going to be wide of the net to me. Kieran with the face-off. Kieran takes a long shot. Misses. It's going to come back. Stays on the offense. Joey chases him into the boards where Kieran's going to take. Oh, no, not quite. Kieran tried to take the puck. Comes out of the zone. Saints have to come out. Saunders sends it across wide to Jack Klein. I think who touched it. Comes down to off the boards to the goalie. They send it around the boards where Mason keeps it in. Good sent around by Jack. There's some. It comes out of the zone. I think Jack keeps it back in. Off the boards to. I'm sorry, that was Saunders. Will Saunders sends it down. Kieran gets it into the zone, but loses control of it. Saints send it around. Kieran puts some 20. Penalty on Kieran for cross-check. Officials are not our friend today. Gavry lines up for the face-off. Ends up heading back behind the net. Saints from the point. Stop, think about it. Takes the shot, gets deflected by somebody's skate off behind, where Gavry will dump it down. Not quite enough energy to be an icing call. He's going to chase the Saints player back to the boards. Saints send it around and up to the blue line where they missed the pass. Kyle will take it and flick it out of the zone. Again, that'll probably be an icing call. Eats up a little bit of Kieran's penalty. A minute 20 seconds left of the penalty. Score is 3-0 with 6:42 left in the first. It's going to come all the way down. Zach's line out, still in the penalty kill. Squirts out, ends up being a shot on goal. Luke stops it easy. And another shot from the blue line. Luke, glove save. Saints changed some of their players out. Zach with the face-off, heads back behind the goal. Gavry comes around, flicks it up off the boards and out of the zone. So that was 7 on the jersey. Kyle takes it back, sends it around to Greg. Greg flicks it down, up off the boards, out of the zone. Not enough energy to make it an icing call. Saints are forced to pick it up deep in their own zone. They're going to skate, and at the last minute, Charlie comes in on the defense and keeps it, blocks the shot. They're trying to line up, and again, Luke deflects it back behind the net. Saints have got it. They send it up to the point. Point sends it around the boards again, where Maddie will pick it up. Maddie does a drop pass to Charlie. And that wait, stop play. Maddie's down. Oh, and there's a penalty on the Saints, I think. Maddie's heading to the bench. 11 seconds left on Kieran's penalty. Joey's got it. Sticks it up. Saints take it in. I got it. So Luke saved it. Ashburn's back at full strength, actually, and on a power play for another minute 33. 5 minutes, 5 seconds left in the first. Gabber with the face-off. Ends back in the corner where Maddie's going to send it up to Joey. Joey hesitates for a minute, looking for somebody to pass to. Will Schneider. He kind of, I don't know how to describe what happened there. Saunders and Gavry in the back of the ice. And up to Joey, who's waiting at the point. Joey takes him to the zone, skates around the Saint player behind the net. Sends it up to Gavry, he's going to take a shot. Goalie covers it. Will Schneider was there to help and try to take the secondary shot there. A rebound. Line change, Ashburn. Zach comes out for the face-off. Brody behind the net, sends it around. Saints come in fast, try to get around Will Saunders, but he's too good of an obstacle. Charlie sends it, tries to get around the board, ends up sending it towards the net where Luke covers it. Zach lines up for the face-off. Ends up coming out to Jack Klein. Jack and Zach end up sending back to Charlie. Where the Saints drawing offsides. Zach with the face-off. Wins it, kicks it back to Saunders. Saunders sends it over to Charlie. Charlie hesitates, sends it back to Saunders. He sends it up to Brody. Brody, it's kind of bouncing. He kind of fumbled the reception a little bit. Ends up going deep. Charlie picks it up, takes it behind the net, looks for somebody, sends it around to Jack, sends it up, tries to send it to Brody. The Saints intercept it. They end up sending it deep, where Charlie and Will Saunders try to decide who's going to take it. Charlie ends up with it. He sends it up to out of the zone. The Saints taking the neutral zone off the glass. Saunders picks it up. He's going to accelerate, take it into go on the offense here. Tries to center it. Brody's not quite in the right position to get the shot off. Ends up being behind the net. All right, Landon is there. He gets in front of the net. Goalie taps it out. And the Saints go on the offense. We tap it around. Saints pick it up at the red line. And there's a whistle. Oh, offsides. Score is 0-3. Rumor I heard this morning was these guys were supposed to be better than the team we played yesterday, but we did not do too great against. Scuffle here right in front of me. Greg spinning around. Saints. Connor gets out of the zone. Loses his skates, but loses his feet. Comes back. Mason's going to go chase after it. He sends it around. Greg waits for a beat and then sends it up to Landon. Saints get a stick on it. And they're trying to get it in front of the net, send it all the way across. Connor chases after it as it goes to the guy on the point. They're going to center it. It's going to send it straight across. Landon off the boards, out of the zone. Saints pick it up and center, neutral ice. Send in again. Mason's gonna backhand it over to Greg. Greg looks for his pass. Sends it to Landon. Landon like backhands it off to the boards. Tries to get out of the zone, but Saints pick it up. Send it around again. Greg's gonna try. He just drives out of the zone. Sends it up to Gavry, who's waiting at the red line. Gavry fights for it, but can't quite get it from the Saints player. Ends up squirting out back where Mason picks it up in the zone. Sends it across to Will Schneider. Schneider sends it up to Joey, who taps it into the air, gets it into the offensive zone. Saints pick it up, send it all the way back. Greg sends it across. Let's do this again. Mason taps it up. Zach picks it up. Joey chases after it. Oh, it's going to come back out. Mason backhand it up in the air. Gets it in. He's past the red line. Won't be icing. Saints pick it up in the corner. They send it up to... Where the hell did it just go? I'm sorry. Deflected off someone, ended up back in the corner. Zach sends it around the boards. Will Schneider sends it over to Gavry. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Jack. I just saw the 7. Jack and the... I'm sorry, Joey. Get the names right one of these days. Ends up coming down deep. Mason picks it up. Rolling puck around the... Puts the brakes on behind the net. Chases back to the other corner. Joey sends it, taps it to Zach. Saints pick it up in center ice. Joey taps it. Will Schneider's got it. Starts to put some gas on. Hands it over to Zach. They just ice it. Clock will stop with 14 seconds left in the first period. Jack tries to pick the puck up for the ref and ends up flinging it out of the ice. Was that Jack or was that Kyle? That was Kyle. All right, Gavry with a face-off. Landon got the stick on it after. I think it was Landon. I'm sorry, it was Brody who got a stick on it after the face-off. Ends up going high across. That's Gavry and Jack. Comes out to center ice where Maddie will take one last attempt, but the clock runs out. That's the end of the first period. I'm going to try walking over to the other side, since it seems like we're on defense more than we're on offense. Morning. This live stream today brought to you by Wool. It's not just for breakfast anymore. Also by the United States Air Force, who has kindly offered to issue me a nice coat and some long johns, which I'm wearing. It's cold in this rink, not nearly as cold as the rink we were at yesterday. We're back here at the Men in Sports Arena. Another team with a short bench. It seems like we've got like twice as many players as they do. Our coach is talking at least twice as much. Yeah, the other team's coaches said, keep doing that. Our coach has more advice. I'm not sure if they're planning to split goalies, and since they ended up pulling Luke out last night, give Ethan some equal time, or Luke's going back in goal. I saw Ethan stretching. Gavry lines up with a face-off. Goalies are ready. Saints pick it up after the face-off. They send it down deep to Charlie. Charlie sends it over to Maddie. Saints stick flicks it up high. Charlie Sandberg gets it on the recovery. He's going to send it off in front of the net, but there's nobody there to take the shot. Comes around the board where Maddie will get a stick on it, and Brody is fighting hard to get control. Comes down to the point. Maddie kicks it. Brody takes a shot. The puck's bouncing. Comes out into the neutral zone where Maddie gets a stick on it, but ultimately Charlie took control, sends it around off the boards. It's now back behind the net with the Saints at it. That's going to be our boys hear the call. He just does a beautiful defensive move, takes the puck away from the Saints offense. Landon's going to do some clever stick handling, tries to get through a gauntlet of 3 defensemen, but they're not all defensemen. 3 of the opposing team. I guess they're defensemen if they're on defense, if they're defending. That's what you get for amateur commentating. Zach with the face-off. Mason sends it back. Landon picks it up. He tries to backhand it. Saints pick it up. It's going to bounce. Luke sticks it off to the side. Saints tap it into the corner. Mason goes after it. He backhands it over to Connor. And I can't see what ultimately ends up being dumped around the boards where Landon's going to be there. Zach loses an edge and goes down in the corner. Mason shoulders the offense out of the way. Landon sends it across to Connor. Connor gets it briefly out of the zone, but Zach picks it up and hands it off to Landon. Landon and Zach fight for it in the corner. It's going to come around. Connor comes around the boards behind the net to help out. Saints take a really long shot. Luke stops it but doesn't control it. Mason sends it around. Landon's got it in the corner. He's looking for somebody to pass to. Dumps it off the boards with the pressure. So that's a Landon and Mason fight for it. Zach comes in to help. He takes the puck out, sends it across to Connor, who gloves it out of the air. Does some nice playing to get it past the red line. Then he dumps it deep, heads towards the bench. Saints pick it up, send it long to their player. Mason gets it, heads it up to Will Schneider. Gavry chases it to the corner. That's Joey Greenland picks it up. He takes it around the back. Sends it to Mason at the point. Mason tries the shot. Puck was bouncing. He didn't get quite the slap shot I think he wanted out of it. And the Saints goalie stops it. Nice and straight on the net though. Didn't have that sound of a really satisfying slap shot. I think it was because of the bounce. Gavry lines up for the face-off. Sends it back. Greg picks it up the blue line. Gonna overshoot. Saints get a stick on it. They send it off to the boards where Jack taps it back. Gavry sends it up over the boards and around. He's gonna go chase it down into the corner. He goes down with one of the Saints players. Joey's there. He goes down. Saints player loses a stick. Schneider is there. Saints get it out. They send it down deep. Greg gets it. He tries to send it across to Kyle, misses the shot, sends it back to him. And then Kyle backhands it out of the zone, bouncing high. Schneider picks it up, blue line. He takes a shot, and the goalie saves. Score is 3-0. Clock says period 1, but it's actually period 2. There's 11 minutes, 20 seconds left. Jack Klein tries to take a shot. Slap shot doesn't really work. Maddie fighting for it in the corner. Rings around behind the goal. Drops pass back to Zach. And I think that's Brody. Maddie takes a shot from the blue line. Gets sent up around the boards a little bit. Jack Klein picks it up, ends up, I can't tell if that was intended to be a drop pass or if he just lost control of it. Sandberg from center ice tries to take a long shot towards the goal. Can't really call it a pass because I don't think there was anybody there to receive it. But Saints bring it out. They're going to take possession. They send a long wrister down towards Luke. Luke deflects to the corner. Charlie's fighting for it. Ooh, this is a real chippy battle for the puck there. That's going to be an icing call. Caden with the face-off. Ends up heading back behind the net. Saints got the corner. And Saunders gets it, flicks it up in the air out of the zone. Landon's going to chase after it. There's a whistle. It must have been offsides. I think Landon lost control, and then Caden was right behind him and went in. Saunders gets it, dumps it into the zone off the face-off. Saints pick it up behind the net. Saints get it out of the zone. They've got one guy. Mason's in the backfield. And Will Saunders. All right, shot from the blue line. Luke deflects into the corner. Saunders tries to get in the corner. Saints get around. They drop past to their player who's behind the net. Get it up. Luke deflects off. Ends up squirting around. Oh, guy just boarded Landon hard. There's a penalty on that. Landon is never one to hesitate from going into take on somebody who's twice his size. He's on the ice looking hurt. Greg comes out to help him. Coach is coming too. He's getting up, but he's wincing clearly. And in moments like this, I'm glad my son is a goalie. Goalies get hit, but they got a lot more padding. And they generally don't get hit into the boards. If they do, there's something really wrong. Landon's visibly limping. It's a good thing these kids are tough. I hope they're tough enough. That's going to be a 10-2. We got 2 players here in the penalty box. Zach lines up for the face-off. Saints come up with it. They take a long shot. Luke traps it against tries to trap it against his chest. Stops it. Greg sends it across. Kyle takes a long wrister up to Will Schneider at the blue line. Saints backhand it towards the blue line. Zach's going to get it and tries to skate through. Saints intercept somewhere. They send it down deep. Kyle chase after it behind the net. Saints get their first. Kyle puts a lot of pressure on, boxes him against the wall. That's Zach there to help. We got 2 and 2 fighting for it. Kyle and the Saints player down on the ground at this point. Squirts out. Saints take a bouncing shot wide of the net. Greg Noda comes up with it and puts some gas on, skates it all the way down to the other end, ends up getting boxed in the corner by the defense. Joey Greenland comes to help. He takes it out. He's going to take a shot. Goalie deflects. Puck gets sent around. Kyle tries to backhand it. Can't get much juice on it. Joey picks it up in the corner. He's going to come around, sends it up to Greg. Greg looks for the pass, sends it back to Joey. Joey tries to send it across somewhere. Defense gets a stick on it. Ends up back in the corner where Zach touches it before it bounces up to the point where Greg takes a shot. We're back to, sorry you guys can't see anything really. It's right there in that corner. All I can really see is reflections off the glass. Greg's got it. They managed to keep it in this whole time. Schneider ends up going back behind the net. There's a penalty on the play. On Will Schneider. 2 seconds left on the Saints penalty. We draw our own. Score is 3-0. 7 minutes, 19 seconds left in the second period. Kieran with face-off. Kieran momentarily has it. He drives into the zone, then loses control. Landon chases it into the corner. Saints will get it. They're going to send it down deep. Matty sends it into the zone. Saints player falls down, trips over the puck. Kieran tries to get it. So Matty comes to help. Saints are going to recover and put the offense. They shoot. Luke saves it. Charlie was chasing him, just had trouble matching that speed. Oh, I'm sorry, that was not Luke's save. That's Ethan's save. I didn't see when they changed goalies. All right. Saints hesitating at the blue line, sends it across to their player. He takes a long shot. Ethan lets it in. What if they changed at the start of the period? I didn't even see when they changed goals. That's going to make it 4-0. 6:24 left in the second. Kieran with a face-off. So Brody picks it up at our own blue line. Sends it across to Saunders. Saunders sends it over to Klein. Klein shoots wide of the net, ends up behind the goal. Brody taps it over to Jack. Saunders from the point, and goalie saves it. 4-0, 5:54 left in the second. Caden's out. Looks like he'll take the face off. Puck ends up back behind the net. Saints send it up. Jack got a stick on it, sends it to the corner. Gavry's there. He's looking around for it, can't figure out where it went. Comes around the boards. Saints pick it up, send it across to their player, who doesn't quite manage to receive it. Mason chases him into the corner. They come around the net. Nice long circle. And Saunders intercepts the dropped pass. He skates it into the zone. Tries to do, I don't know what he was trying to do, but ends up leaving the puck on the ice where his teammates try to do something, but Caden's got it in the corner. Mason boards the Saints player. Caden sends it around to where Connor's waiting. Whistle on the play. It's going to be against this guy, 26. Power play for Ashburn. Zach lines up for the face-off. Comes back to Charlie. Charlie sends it over to Will. Will sends it up to Joey. Joey can't get around the ref, who's in his way. Ends up, sends it around, I guess. sends it back behind the net again. They send it up. Charlie picks it up at the point, sends it across to Saunders. Saunders takes a shot. It's high. Bounces off the net. Charlie picks it up. He ends up getting into the corner. It's going to head around the boards where Saunders misses the save at the blue line. Has to chase it back all the way to our own zone. He recovers it, though. Sends it well across the ice. Saints are going to dump it down. That should be an icing call. And it is. This broadcast brought to you by America's National Gas Industry. Heating ice rinks. Keeping me from freezing to death. Gavry with a face-off. Sends it over to Caden. Caden sends to Kieran, who shoots. It's wide of the net. Caden tries to take a shot. It bounces off, deflects up to where Kieran shoots it again. Ref whistles right as it squirts out of the goalie control. We'll say, I don't know if the goalie didn't really have control or if he had control and we fought it from him. That was all right. Greg sends it down to the point. The goalie saves. I think Brody got a stick on it. Actually took the shot, I think. Saints change out some players. Gavry with a face-off. Caden takes a kind of weak shot. Not as much energy I think he wanted. Taps up. Kieran loses control of the puck. Probably his temper too. All right, Greg sends it up to Brody. Brody sends it to Gavry. It's bouncing high in the net. Saints pick it up. They send it out where Kieran misses it again. Shot. Greg's in the way and falls down. Saints. Caden's on the ice. Kieran. No, that's Greg. Picks it up. Puts some gas on. He looks fired up. Ends up being up against the boards. Gavry behind the net, fighting for it hard. Boys look like they're suddenly in earnest. Kieran shot from the point, wide of the net. Power play's over. Kieran drops the stick. Shot. Ethan saves. Kieran with face off. Maddie picks it up. Kieran picks it up at the blue line. Accelerates hard. Gets it. Takes a shot off the goalie's pads. Deflects it off to the corner. Kyle dumps it back to Kieran. I'm sorry, that's Jack. Kieran's there too. Kieran sends it towards the net. Goalie blocks it. Brody takes another shot. Goalie holds it. Two minutes, 13 seconds left in the second period. Line change. Zach's on the face-off. Saints recovered after the face-off. They drive in. It's 2-on-2. Kyle stops him up, but he gets around him. They go around the net. Comes out towards the point. Off of Maddie's shin guard. Wide of the net. They're going to try and send it around. Comes out in front of the net. Schneider blocks it. Can't get it out of the zone. Maddie around to Kyle. Kyle up to Joey. Joey stops, looks for a pass. Can't decide who to send it to. Well, ultimately sends it to Will across the ice. Will tries to get a stick on it. Kind of whiffs it a little bit. Sends it around to Zach. Zach's thinking. He backhands it behind him where Joey doesn't get the pickup. Saints gonna take possession. And we're coming back across. They take a long wrister toward the net. It's wide, real wide. Kyle picks it up, sends it around the boards, where Schneider's going to chase after it. It's going all the way down. Not quite enough energy to make it. So Saints pick it up behind their own net. They're sending it down deep. Maddie gets a skate on it. Can't see it through this official. They center it and wide of the net. Will Schneider got it behind the net. He tries to get it up. I'm not sure if he was trying to send it to somebody. He's down. Back up, but wincing. Clearly wincing in pain. Caden takes the face off. Ends up going back behind the net where Saunders sends it around. Saints backhand it. Ethan saves. Landon sends it up to Caden. Caden's puts in the gas. Loses control, but Caden's right behind. Landon's right behind him. That's Gavry has it now. He sends it down deep, kind of towards the goal. We got 6 seconds left on the clock. Saints take possession. Maddie boxes up. Gavry trips over the Saints, and time runs out. That's the end of the second period. Both teams will get a stern talking to, I'm sure.
Probably not, but
I guess I'll walk around. I'm not sure if it's better to be on the offense side or the defense side. Since we've been, seems like more on the defense, I'm going to try and watch from this side. But here I'm by our own penalty box for this game. Ethan's in goal again, or still, I should say. Caden at the face-off sends it to Saunders. He taps it up to Landon. Caden tries to center it. It gets deflected back behind the net. Saints lose possession. Landon comes in, sends it in front of the net. Nobody's there to take the shot. Gavry sends it up to Greg. Greg, it's bouncing, so he can't quite get control of it. Ends up falling on it. Shot, and it's back behind Ethan in the net. Ethan kind of got faked out there. Kieran with the face-off, 5-0, 14:24 left in the third period. Off the face-off, they get it. It ends up taking a long shot. Ethan stops it, covers it. Kieran Richardson lines up for the face-off. Can't see what happens because there's an official in my way. Kieran takes it. He's going to put some gas on. backhands it towards the net. Oh, no, he doesn't. I'm sorry. That's what it looked like he was going to do. He skated around behind and then lost it. He's getting a little chippy out there. We've come to expect that from him. Saints get in front of the net. They shoot high. Kieran boards him. Brody's there. Matty's tries to do something. Misses the pass. Charlie's putting some pressure on. They take a shot. Ethan blocks it. They're fighting for it. Charlie's down behind the ice. Kieran and Charlie and Jack Klein get there in the corner. Hard hit. They take a shot. Ethan saves. Nice glove save. Zach with a face-off ends up being right towards the goal. Ethan stops his pad, ends up deflected around back behind the net. Joey to Greg. Greg puts some gas on, does some fancy stick handling, gets it to the net, takes a shot, and it's in. Single-handed. Puts the first points on the board for Ashburn. Greg Noda, you are my hero today. Zach with the face-off. Zach ends up dumping it back. Kyle touches it, sends it up. He backhands it again to Joey. Well, Kyle's down on the ice. Refs finally notice, and I finally notice. Kyle's struggling to get up. He's hurt. He's wincing. Everybody's looking like they don't have a lot of energy right now. All right, I think that was Caden with the face-off. Came across. Saunders sent it deep. Saints pick it up, send it across, all the way down. Mason misses the pickup. Puck's rolling. He's going to go back and get it. He sends it around to Landon. Landon misses the pickup. Caden misses the... He sends it over to Gavry. Gavry taps it back to Saunders. Saunders tries to send it deep to Landon. Landon's not there. That's going to be an icing. Oh, no, not icing. Saints touch it. Comes around. Gavry's fighting for it. I think he loses control. It's behind the net. He's still fighting. Comes out. I can't see who's got it. All right, so ultimately Gavry tries to get it, sends it out. Saints pick it up. They're going to come on offense. They take a kind of pathetic shot. Ethan deflects it. Mason picks it up, hands it over to Landon. Landon dumps it up the boards where Caden's waiting. He fights for it. Landon comes to help. Ends up shoots it down across the red line. Saints pick it up in their own zone. They pass it back and forth. Kieran's waiting at center ice. He intercepts it, but they are going to draw a penalty on that. We're going to get a power play off that one. Kieran needs to keep his mouth shut. He got the power play. Be happy. Your mouth off too much, you're going to end up in the box too. You can tell the coach and the other team is arguing if Kieran should go too. opposing coach wants to argue the point. Does that ever work? How often does that work? Kieran with face-off ends up going across back to Mason. Mason to Saunders. Saunders up to Brody. Brody gets a stick on it. I thought he was going to lose it. Kieran takes a shot. Goalie stops it, and I think there was a rebound and goalie covered it. Kieran lines up for the face-off. Comes over, Brody's there, he sends it back to Will. Will sends it up to Kieran. Kieran takes a shot, deflects up high. Kieran's got it behind the net. He tries to take a shot, it's off the post. Saunders tries to take a shot, doesn't quite get a stick on it because it's rolling. Brody's got it. He tries to center it, but there's nobody there. Mason gets it in the far corner. He sends it around the boards to Kieran. Kieran falls to his knees and keeps playing. Kieran does some shoving. Saints get it. It's going to come back to Kieran. He tries to take a shot. Defense is in the way. Saints finally get possession. They drive, take a long shot. Well wide of the net. Brody picks it up. Gets to the blue line, dumps it. They'll go for a line change. Kieran stays out to put a little pressure on. Charlie to Will. Will dumps it around to Joey. Joey loses the skate, goes down. Comes back up, he's got it. And it's shot from Charlie. Maddie takes a shot. It's wide of the net, but goalie gloves it. The Saints will change lines. Zach with a face-off. Will fights for it in the corner. I can't see who else is over there. It's going to come across. Charlie's there, keeps him wide. They center it, or in front of Ethan, but nobody's there to take the shot. Zach dumps it down to Schneider. Maddie's there to help. Charlie goes, picks it up behind the net. He backhands it to the corner where Will goes and gets it. Ends up in front of Ethan, who covers. Giving the boys a chance to do a line change. Caden with the face-off. Ends up in the corner. Kyle's back out. Must not have been too hurt from this earlier. Gavry. Saints keep it off the boards and play. Greg chases it down in the back of the net. Sends it around the boards to Landon. Doesn't quite get control of it. Saints take a shot. Kyle stops it in front of the goal. And Landon gets tripped. He's looking for the call. Loses the stick. Saints do a nice job passing, but Greg intercepts it, one of them. Saints take it. Defense stops them. Gavry sends it across. Kieran picks it up off the rebound off the boards. Kieran boards the Saints player. Connor's in to help. Saints pick it up. This guy's got some speed. He's going to go take a shot. He's well wide of the net. Puck comes around. Saunders gets it. Greg backhands it behind the net. Chases after it. Taps it up off the boards. Saints get a stick on it, but Greg's still coming. He dumps it down and then heads to the bench. Saints send it across. Mason's there. He pokes it. Gets a stick on it. Saints are going to try and center it. They miss the pass. Kieran sends it across deep to Jack. It's going to be an icing call. I'll come back. Score's 5-1, 7 minutes, 13 seconds left in the third period. Kieran will take the face off. Kieran wins the face-off, I guess. Recovers it himself. Comes across. Mason pulls it out of the air. Sends it across to Kieran. Kieran tries to send it up to Connor, who misses the pass. That'll be icing. Let's do that one again. Hopefully Connor can get a stick on it this time. Or something else will happen. Saunders behind the net. Takes it. He's going to put a little gas on. Kieran comes back. Kieran puts on some speed. Takes a shot. It's high. Comes around. Jack recovers it. Mason from the point. Connor tries to tap it down. It's wide of the net. They bring it up. Saunders tries to get it at the point, but can't quite keep it in. He taps it back into the zone. But Saints have it. Jack stops it at the red line. Comes back to Mason. Mason sends it across to Will Saunders, who sends it up to Connor. Connor receives the pass, but gets triple teamed. Kieran takes it out of the zone. Loses control of it, though. Saunders, nice job on defense. It's a clean hit. Hands it up to Connor. Connor sends it across to Joey. Joey takes it into the zone. Gets boxed up with the defense into the corner. Connor comes to help. Comes out. Saunders, he's going to dump in. We're going to have to come out of the zone, use that as a chance to do the line change. Saunders, again, this time there's nobody in the zone, so he can actually take it in. Hands it over to Joey, takes a shot. Their goalie's way out of position, but puck ends up behind the net, giving their goalie time to recover. Sends it to Charlie at the point. Charlie fires. Off the defense stick, ends up real high into the far corner. Zach backhands it towards the goal. Charlie takes a couple shots. Big pileup in front of the goal. Ultimately, ref's whistle. I'm not sure what happened there, what they're going to call. Goalie interference, perhaps. Just general mayhem. I don't think that's a call. I guess they can't call that. Checks the net's still on the post. Zach, Joey, and Will on offense. Charlie and Maddie on defense. Will takes a shot. I think it was wide. Got deflected out. Saints take control. They put on some pressure. Charlie just steals it from them. Tries to send it to Joey, who doesn't quite ready to receive. And doesn't get control. Saints send it up. They're not in really strong control. Maddie's got it. He's skating back, looking for a pass. Sends it up to Zach. Zach kind of taps it, doesn't really control it. Maddie takes it again on defense. Back behind the net. Waits for a good opportunity, looking for who he wants the best opportunities. Sends it around to Charlie. Charlie's open. He sends it down deep to Joey, who tries to take it, doesn't see the player behind him. Zach picks it up, picks up the waiting puck. Skates behind the net, but gets outskated. Oh, nice shot from Charlie from the point. No hesitation on it. Charlie comes in on defense. Gavery swoops in. Is that a swoop? Put the brakes on in the corner, passes it back to Charlie, and tries to get it towards the goal. Landon's still trying to pick himself up. Recover from a hard hit in front of the net. Saints send it across. Their player misses the pass. It's off the boards. Maddie will have to go chase it down. Saints do a line change. Maddie puts the gas on. Takes a high angle shot. Misses. Gavry picks it up close to the point. Sends it around. Landon fights for it in the corner. Gavry's getting held against the boards. Charlie keeps it in. Saints recover it in their own backfield. They try to send it deep, but it's off of Caden. Saints pick it up, put some gas on. Kyle does a pretty decent job of keeping him. Doesn't quite get him into the corner. They skate in front of the net, but can't get the shot off. Ultimately, we get it up to Kieran at the blue line. He chases into the corner. Boards him hard. Puck comes out. Saints have a offense. Skate in. Shoots wide of the net. Landon picks it up, sends it across. Greg's got it. He put some gas on. There was a deferred penalty, so Ethan was charging out of the goal. It's 21. Elbowing. We will get a power play with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left in the third period. Score is 1-5. Kieran lines up for the face-off. Gavry sends it back to Greg at the point. Sends it over to Kyle. Kyle sends it in towards the goal. Kyle keeps it in. Landon, I'm sorry, that's Brody. Takes a shot. Tries to anyway. And Kieran backhands it in. Saints player comes out of the box. Minute 51 left in the game. That'll make it 5-2. A lot of discussion about who's going to be out there. Caden somehow thought he was. Kieran's still out. All right, refs were waiting for the clock to get fixed. Kieran gets it over to Connor. Hits it into one of the Saints players. They send it around. Saunders sends it up to Brody. Brody gets to Kieran. Connor hands it back to Kieran. He takes a shot. Misses. Well, he doesn't miss. I think the goalie deflected it. Saints pick it up, but Kieran swoops through, intercepts it. He's going to put the gas on. Drives it up, takes a shot, goalie blocks it, then covers. Minute 19 left in the third period. All right, Zach had the face-off. It's their line out, his line. Joey doesn't. Oh, sorry, it's Will Saunders. I was watching Joey board somebody. Zach tries to do something fancy, loses an edge, falls down, doesn't quite work. Saints take it. They drive in. They try to center it. Nobody's there to pick it up. Saunders and Schneider fighting hard for it. There's a penalty on us. Saints pull their goalie. Zach touches it. Whistle stops. Penalties on Zach. He's going to be out for the rest of the game because there's only 36 seconds left. We'll round up to 37 seconds. Yeah. Scoreboard's been corrected. Now actually shows 5-2. Saints win the face-off. They're gonna drive in and drops it to their guy at the point, sends it across. We're on a penalty kill here for the last half minute of the game. They shoot wide of the net. Joey sends it up to Schneider. Doesn't control it. He was two players, Saints players on him, so can't give the guy too much. All right, Zach tries to stop it, falls down, and that's the end of play. Somewhat disappointing weekend, but a lot of good hockey. At least the results have been better. And this broadcast has been brought to you by YouTube and its parent company, Alphabet. Karen managed to get through the line without clobbering anybody. Charlie dropped a stick. Yeah. All right. Well, we will see y'all at home. Hopefully there's not too bad weather and traffic. And thanks for watching. And this has been your broadcast of Ashburn hockey. I'll end this stream as soon as I can get my gloves off.